Have you ever watched something and just know that the internet is about to go crazy? That was me watching the Kendrick Lamar's halftime Super Bowl performance. There were people that loved it, there were people that hated it, there were people that completely lost the plot. They had no idea what was going on. And after reading all the chaos on X, Instagram, Facebook, I'm lying, I'm not on Facebook, but IG Reels, TikTok, all them things there, I have to speak about it. Let's go. But first, let's talk about the game for a second. I went into this game thinking the Chiefs were going to win because, to be very honest with you, I don't know anything about the NFL. I just learned how the sport is played and how someone wins or scores touchdowns or gets points on the board. I just learned this thing, so I didn't really know anything about the defense, offense. I don't know anything. All I knew was Patrick Mahomes is famous and the Chiefs are famous. The Chiefs have won before. The Chiefs got that easy. I just assumed the Chiefs were like Ronaldo and Real Madrid winning the Champions League every year. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I've been seeing tweets and comments about Jalen Hurts, and I just assumed, this is very fucked up, but I assumed his life was going too perfect and somehow the universe is not going to give you everything. So I just thought the universe was going to make him lose, but I was wrong. That brother won, big ups to him. The Chiefs got their asses handed to them. The Eagles came in, locked in, and took full advantage of the Chiefs playing like shit. And they earned it. Do I care about the game? No. Maybe if I bet money or had a parlay on the game, I would have cared. But I don't care about that game. I don't care about that sport. But there was something I cared about though. And that was Kendrick's halftime performance. And we're going to get into it. The second Kendrick finished his set, I knew the internet was about to split into two. But what I did not expect was the absolute ignorance that they showed on the internet. So after doing my research, aka scrolling through Twitter and TikTok and Instagram reels and comments, I realized that most people fall into 5 main categories of like how they felt about this performance. Number 1, the Drake fans, aka the Kendrick obsessed people. These people came into this performance already hating because they thought Kendrick was going to diss Drake. These guys, they really think everything revolves around Drake. Kendrick wears a white shoe, they say, oh, it's because Drake has a white mother. Kendrick wears a black shirt, they say, oh, Drake is trying to call Drake. No, Kendrick is trying to call Drake not black. Anything Kendrick does, they believe it's about Drake, which I don't understand. Kendrick could have done anything that day. He could have solved world hunger. They would have called it mid. So they came in there hating, and whatever Kendrick would have done, they would have hated and called it trash. That's the first group of people. The second group of people are the Kendrick haters. The people that claim, I just don't like Kendrick's music. Not that they don't like his type of music, they don't like Kendrick's music. They don't care about the beef, they just thought Kendrick music is ass, and I respect it. The third people are the Kendrick stans. Oh, I hate these people. These people think if you listen to Kendrick, you're the smartest person on earth. You can't tell them anything. They think anything Kendrick says, anything Kendrick does is like some deep 4D chess stuff that you have to dig deep and look up books and read to understand, and because they understand a couple lyrics, they're the smartest people and everyone else is dumb. I don't like those people. Number 4, the same type of music people, I don't want to call them, but the white people. Let's be real, some of these people, they don't just understand rap music, they're not just in the culture. Mind you, I'm not saying all of them, some of them. That's why I said they're different groups. They saw the performance, they didn't understand it, they didn't know the impact on the culture, they didn't know nothing, so automatically they're just going to hate. And then last but not the least, I believe this is where I stand, and some people stand. It's the let's just watch the performance people. These are the people who sat back, blocked out all the noise, cut out all the bias, and just watched the show for what it was. Just vibes. And you know what? Most of those people enjoyed it. Because here's the thing. Whether you loved it or hated it, you have to respect it. Every single detail of Kendrick's performance had thought, had symbolism, had impact behind it. This wasn't some randomly medley of songs. It was a message. I think it was a protest, but I'm not going to get into that. And I won't lie, Kendrick executed that performance damn near perfectly. And well, let's not talk about when he brought out SZA. I call her my imaginary wife. But let's not talk about SZA's performance. Incredible. And also you saw Kendrick came with come on now, let's not play with Kendrick, man. That performance was elite. And I would not have you guys disrespect that performance just because you hate him or you don't understand it. But we're not going to get into the crevices of what the performance means or what each thing means. But watch it multiple times and you understand. Thank you. And now let me address something real quick. I want to address the Drake fans. There are still people out there who think this entire performance, this entire rodeo, this entire movement is still about Drake. This beef ended last year. The moment this song dropped, Not Like Us, the moment it dropped, the beef ended. So now thinking this thing is still about Drake is funny to me. And if you're one of those people, you're missing the bigger picture. And of course, like, we all witnessed it. It all started from Not Like Us. Not Like Us was a diss song, diss track towards Drake. We can all agree. But I don't think me, Kendrick, Drake, or any one of you thought this song was going to have as much impact and be as big as it has become. He saw how he brought people together. This song impacted the West Coast. I don't know, but remember the Kendrick show when you saw Blood, Pyrus, Crips, Grape Streets, whatever their gang is? They were all on stage dancing with Kendrick, moving like they haven't danced before. That's the impact that song had on the West Coast. We might not understand it, we're not from the West Coast. I'm from Nigeria. I don't understand why they like that song so much. But they like it. It brought them together. It's creating a movement that the West Coast hasn't had in a long time. I'm not gonna lie, I can't hate on it. I don't understand it still because I'm not from the West Coast, but people in the West Coast claim that song is one of the biggest songs ever. And you can't argue with it. This wasn't just about rap or about dissing or about a rap beef. It was about culture, West Coast culture. It's made an impact, and who else would pull something like that if it's not Kendrick Lamar? And I think after this, you can claim Kendrick is one of, if not, the greatest rapper to come out of the West Coast. Yeah, I said it. Fight me in the comments. I don't give a shit. So yeah, whether you like the song or you hate it, you just have to admit it still had an impact. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can hate on it from now to tomorrow. You can claim Drake revived Kendrick's career. I don't know if you guys understand, but Kendrick has 14 Grammys. Correct me if I'm wrong. 4. About over 40, 50 nominations. So claiming he revived his career is crazy. You guys act like Kendrick is not him, or Kendrick was not him before this whole thing. There's a reason Drake went at Kendrick. Because he felt threatened. His number one spot was threatened. And Kendrick took it from him. Let's stop playing, man. Thank you. At the end of the day, here's where I stand. The game, don't care. The Eagles won, the Chiefs lost, life moves on. The halftime show, I loved it. The internet, full of idiots. You might hate the performance, but you might love it. But you have to respect it. And as for Drake, I don't think Drake is done, although he's sued, acting like an idiot. But Drake can just go MIA for like 1 year, 2 years, come back with an album and everyone forgets what happened. That's how life is. Life moves on quick. Drake will still be alright. And as for Kendrick, big ups Kendrick. He did what he had to do and he's doing it the best now. He's at the top of his game now, and top of his game 12 years later, you can't hate it, man. You just have to respect it. And with that being said, those are my thoughts. Stop being stupid online and just understand, if you don't get it, if you don't like it, you don't have to come online and create agendas to hate on Kendrick. Just leave it alone, man. You don't like something, swipe up. You don't like something, scroll. You don't like something, don't watch it. Don't force yourself to watch something and then hate it and then go online and start complaining. Act grown up. That's what you are. Bye-bye.